Richards faces Steen. Every other champion Kerry Silken has handed the belt to, but he refused to do it to Kevin Steen. From the New Gardens Arena in Baltimore, Maryland, welcome to Ring of Honor Wrestling. I'm Kevin Kelly alongside Nigel McGuinness. We just saw the footage from Border Wars in Toronto, and there is a new champion. For some, it is the best of all possible news, but for many of us, the worst has happened. Kevin Steen is the new Ring of Honor World Champion.
And we will hear from Kevin live tonight in this ring on this program. Also, later tonight, we will hear Jim Cornette make his decision who will face Kevin Steen next. New York City, best in the world.
We kick off this edition of Ring of Honor, though, with singles action. Right now, let's go to some comments from the competitors from earlier today.
Mike Mondo, you've proven since you've come into Ring of Honor that you're a very worthy competitor, that you're a tough guy, but you also claim that you have no fear. Let me make something very, very clear to you. Although I respect you, I sure as hell don't fear you. I've been on the run of my career with momentum on my back, and I am not going to let you get in the way of that. So come tonight, when I run through you, I'm going to continue my rise to the top here in Ring of Honor.
Adam Cole, let me tell you, there's 3 things you don't get when you wrestle Mike Mondo. No rest, no mercy, and no fear. Pfft, I dealt with pretty boys like you, with a girl's drool over. Well, I'll do both of us a favor tonight. For me, I'm gonna smash your face in and make it look like a disordered jigsaw puzzle. For you, I'm gonna give you the pleasure of figuring out how to put it back together. Oh, one more thing. It's gut check time.
Well, they don't call Mondo no fear for no reason. He trains like a demon. Driven, determined, and focused. Some would say to the point of obsession. He doesn't back up. He's like a buzzsaw on offense. He studies wrestling from around the world 24/7, challenges himself to never wrestle the same way twice, to foil his opponent's strategies. Now 2-0 in his last 2 TV matches. Let's go to Bobby Cruz.
This match is set for 1 fall. Introducing first, wrestling out of Long Island, New York, weighing 212 1/2 pounds, no fear, Mike Mondo.
Can the winning streak continue against one of the breakout stars of 2012? That man right there, Adam Cole, along with Michael Elgin, been called the breakout star this great year. And even though he lost the match to Elgin in Toronto, his overall record still puts him there. He pinned the champion Davey Richards in March, scored a great upset win throughout the summer, took Richards to the limit for the title at Dayton. Cole has had an incredible year and made a great impact in Ring of Honor so far.
His opponent, wrestling out of Panama City, Florida, weighing 195 pounds, Adam Cole.
So it's Adam Cole against No Fear, Mike Mondo, kicking off this hour of Ring of Honor Wrestling. Todd Sinclair is your referee, and right now, let's go to the tail of the tape. As you can see, Cole is the youth and the height, but Mondo, quite a weight advantage. He's built like a wall. Both follow the code of honor, but in different fashions. Cole for sportsmanship and Mondo's for intimidation.
Now you want to talk about intimidation? What is Kevin Steen going to do next now that he's the champ, Kev?
That's the big question. And, you know, some weeks it's easier to come to work than others. And this is one that's a little bit tougher. We're going to see what, now that Steen is the Ring of Honor World Champion, we don't know what all of our collective futures hold, because this guy has said he's going to hold Ring of Honor hostage. And with Mike Mondo taking the side headlock,
Kyle O'Reilly has joined us in commentary. Welcome, sir.
Don't mind me, gentlemen. I'm just here for a little scouting report on Adam Cole.
Well, you got some big news related to Best in the World, but first I want to start off with your thoughts about Davey Richards not retaining the title. Kevin Steen's the new champion. You weren't there because of a family emergency, and tell me your feelings.
I had an emergency to attend to. That's just how it is. I'm sorry, Davey understands. I'm sure you guys understand. I really feel bad about that, but I saw the footage. Kevin Steen, he was huffing and puffing the whole time, and he barely got out the back door with that world title. I can say in full confidence that if Davey Richards gets another chance at Kevin Steen's title, the outcome will be different.
There's a lot of lobbying going on for that opportunity. Shoulders are exposed as Cole is having quite a go here with Mondo, who kind of seems to enjoy this right now. Kyle, I got to ask you this. Rumors swirling around that Jim Cornette is not too happy with you right now because you weren't there in Toronto able to second.
Yeah, I've heard that through the grapevine as well, but I'm not here to make Jim Cornette happy, okay? I'm here to fight. I'm here to fight for myself. I'm here to fight for Team Ambition. That's that.
All right, so now Adam Cole with the drop kick.
You talked about being out here for a scouting report. Wait a second.
Ooh! Hope you got a bird's eye view of that one.
So that they've called him a breakout star, Kyle.
A breakout star.
What's your opinion on that?
A breakout star. He lost to Elgin. He lost to me. He's one-dimensional, okay? Don't get me wrong, Adam Cole, he's a good wrestler, but he's not a great wrestler. Great wrestlers are guys like Billy Robinson, Carl Gotch, Lou Thez, legitimate grapplers. Adam Cole, he's got no ground game. He's got no jiu-jitsu.
Nice neck breaker there coming in. Mondo with a near fall. So explain to me now, you've issued a challenge and Cole is accepted for June 24th in New York at Best in the World. Hybrid fighting match, hybrid fighting rules.
Hybrid fighting rules.
What is this all about?
Hybrid fighting rules, there's only two ways to win, knockout or submission. My perfect element. This is made for me.
So pinfalls, irrelevant?
No pinfalls.
Okay.
So Adam Cole could hit the crossbody like he used on Davey Richards.
I hope he does hit the crossbody. I will welcome it. I'll just transition it into an armbar and tap him right away.
Well, Adam Cole, certainly, Nigel, this is not his forte. He is a traditional professional wrestler, not versed in different disciplines like Kyle and Davey Richards, of course. But Cole readily accepted this challenge.
Readily accepted it. It begs the question, doesn't it, really? Do you think, Carl, perhaps he's going to get training between... Wait a second, take a look at this.
I've never seen this before. Mike Mondo has just wedged Adam Cole's hand into turbo. He's virtually handcuffed there, and now Mike Mondo can stomp away. He never has the same match twice. He does something different every time. Mike Mondo is amazing.
A thinking man's wrestler, without doubt. Have you ever seen that before?
I haven't seen that before.
Never seen that before. And look at this as well.
Now he's using the apron to tie him up. Referee Todd Sinclair doesn't know what to do. Well, this is probably putting a smile on your young face over there, Mr. O'Reilly.
I am enjoying this, I have to say.
Making full advantage. You talked earlier about, how Cole is going to be out of his element, and absolutely he would be. But he has been friends with Eddie Edwards, and Eddie Edwards could indeed perhaps give him that training necessary. What do you think?
I welcome it. I hope he does. You know what, this match, it's not about proving that I'm better than Adam Cole. I've already done that, okay? This match, it's about hurting Adam Cole. It's about embarrassing and exposing Adam Cole. I'm the fighter. I'm the athlete.
Cover 2!
Well, that was close.
It certainly was.
I train harder than Adam Cole, okay? I'm going to prove it in New York City.
Well, you will have that opportunity on June 24th at Best in the World. So the mindset of Davey Richards now, Kyle. Can you take us inside? What's Davey feeling?
He wants revenge. He's going to hurt Kevin Steen. He's going to bring the fight if he gets that chance. Let me just say that.
Well, as I alluded to, there are a lot of folks that are lining up. Everybody wants a shot at Steen. Everybody wants a shot at that.
I want a shot at Steen.
Now, Mike,
you want a shot at Steen.
Well, believe me, I think
a short match.
There would be a lot of folks that would be very happy right now if Kevin Steen was not the Ring of Honor World Champion, but that's our reality, and the new champion will be here live in this hour in the ring, and who knows what he's going to say now that he's the champion. Mike Mondo has fought a great fight so far. Tremendous strategy from a very defensive-minded wrestler, Nigel, but he has been innovatively offensive here against Adam Cole.
Absolutely. That's what Ring of Honor from day one has always been about. Innovation, doing things you can't see anywhere else within the professional wrestling sport.
We will also see tag team action with the All Night Express against Coleman and Alexander. Comments from the new tag team champions as well. We crown them at Border Wars. And we will also hear from Kevin Steen, as I mentioned, live in the ring. Look at the way Mondo tenacious. Cole is doing all he can to extricate himself.
Mondo's impressive here.
He certainly is. Adam Cole now knows he's in a fight. He's going to be in a fight as well on June 24th at Best in the World, the hybrid fighting rules match with you, Kyle O'Reilly.
He will be.
And that is going to be a very interesting contest. Cole gets the boot up, though. Staggers Mondo. Caught him really coming in. Now Cole's having to fight back. Great defensive strategy, moved out of the way.
They're not bad strikes, you know, they'll work perfectly fine in that match, Carl.
I would welcome those with open arms.
Is there anything you wouldn't welcome?
No.
You're prepared for him no matter what he's got?
At all. I'm training every day. I can't wait for the Best in the World. I hope everybody orders it to see the beatdown that I give Adam Cole.
Okay, very confident, Kyle O'Reilly.
Always confident.
You know, I don't know if I've seen Adam Cole this aggressive before.
I think he's realized now he has to be.
He knows he's in a fight, and
got him.
he's certainly going to be in a fight on June 24th.
I'm liking this aggression. I hope he brings it.
Well, I guess if you want to know more about what hybrid fighting rules are all about and what you'll see at Best in the World, go to ROHWrestling.com. Flying knee there coming in from Adam Cole. Mondo rolls to the apron, trying to create some distance between he and breakout stars here in Ring of Honor 2012. The elusive Mondo.
Oh, did you see that? Tweaked his knee on the floor.
Crashing into the barricade goes Mike Mondo.
Even with a bad knee, able to vault right over. Look at this. Is it going to be the crossbody?
Crossbody. Center of the ring. 2. No!
Wow.
I was just about to put that one in the books, but Mondo kicked out.
Do you think perhaps Kyle maybe injured his knee on the outside, just couldn't get high enough in the crossbody to really drive his opponent down?
Great observation, Nigel.
So are you seeing here anything out of Adam Cole that makes you the least bit nervous?
Nothing makes me nervous, Kevin Kelly. You got to understand.
Oh, that's very true. You are a very confident individual.
I am impressed with his aggression, though. It's something he definitely didn't bring to the table when Future Shock was still around.
Oh, now wait a minute. You can't say that. You guys were a great team.
I was that team.
Mondo has got to be going for that DDT, the double arm version. If he hooks it and nails it, it'll be over. 3 wins in a row for Mondo. Wait a minute, counter, backslide, shoulders down, 2, got him!
The winner of the match, Adam Cole!
Well, it looks like Mike Mondo should take some jiu-jitsu lessons. Come out, guys.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you very much. All the charm and personality in the world. Take a look at the replay, Nigel.
Trying for that double arm DDT, no, but look how smoothly, right into the backslide, driving with his feet. 2, 3, that's the pinfall. Oh, look at that.
Well, look at that, absolutely disgusting. The dominant male, Tommaso Ciampa, is in action when we come back. We're back on Ring of Honor Wrestling with a young man getting a great opportunity at an unfortunate time. Here's Bobby Cruz with the introduction.
This match is set for one fall. In the ring, wrestling of Taunton, Massachusetts, weighing 175 pounds, Nick Westgate.
Tough young kid from New England. Let's see what he can do. Because Nick Westgate will make his ROH TV debut, but it's against the Sicilian psychopath. In a bad mood, Nigel.
Well, parents, this might be the time to take any small children out of the room. Ciampa's undefeated streak came to an end in Toronto, courtesy of Jay Lethal, and he has been in nuclear meltdown mode ever since. No public comments, he's turned his anger inside, and he is ready to explode. Let's go to Bobby Cruz for the introduction.
His opponent being accompanied by Prince Nana, Barrister R.D. Evans, and Princess Mia, wrestling out of Palermo, Sicily, weighing 223 pounds. He is representing the Embassy Limited, the dominant male, Tommaso Ciampa.
It wouldn't take Dr. Phil to know that there's something not right with Tommaso Ciampa. Let's go to the tail of the tape, because you can see it doesn't take too long to look at this and see who's got the advantage. And we know who signed this match on Ciampa's behalf. That's Prince Nana and the Barrister, R.D. Evans.
Yeah, you don't even need to look at the tail of the tape. You just take one look in Ciampa's eyes, and you can tell he's a dangerous, dangerous man.
No, he's a man who's lost, I would imagine, in his mind, he's lost everything. Didn't become the television champion, and then lost his undefeated streak to Jay Lethal at Border Wars. And now he's just swarming Nick Westgate. A tough young competitor, blue-collar kid from New England. But this is not a test that I think anybody could be ready for.
Yeah, you talked about, you know the saying, opportunity knocks open the door. Nick Westgate might want to close it.
Ciampa wants a rematch with Jay Lethal. Lethal says he's beaten Ciampa and he should get a rematch with Roddy Strong for the TV title.
It's a fair point.
Yeah, but Ciampa still wants a television title as well. But we're going to find out by next week which man will get his wish. Ring of Honor officials are sorting that out as we speak. And of course, over all of this is the specter of Kevin Steen looming large, and this vulgar, foul-mouthed, loose cannon. He says and does anything he wants, and now he's going to hold Ring of Honor hostage as our world champion. Who knows what that means?
Right.
He's going to try to force Cornette into all of us to make Ring of Honor in his image. We're going to hear from him later on. Fans, what will Kevin Steen say? What will Kevin Steen do? Who's going to stop Kevin Steen?
That's a good question, and you've known Jim Cornette for a long time, Kevin, right?
Never seen him like this before.
And who do you think? I mean, if you could choose one person, who do you think he's going to go for?
Ciampa just bared that knee as he was down in the corner. Very different from Ciampa. Westgate.
Oh, there it is. Knockout knee.
He just KO'd him with that knee. But
he's out.
Instead of going. Now just repeated knee strikes. Referee Chris Sharp down the strikes with the elbow. Call it, Chris. There you go.
Had to save the young kid.
The winner of the match by referee stoppage, the dominant male, Tommaso Ciampa.
Ciampa so aggressive, like a rabid animal.
Look at that.
More fixated than ever before on beating Lethal.
That man is an animal. They just will not stop.
There had been some rumors swirling around the locker room about something between the Embassy and the House of Truth. We're going to get more of that story as we go along, but when we come back, we'll examine the fallout from Border Wars inside Ring of Honor. Come on!
Referee, pull him off of there.
The fallout from Border Wars continues, and we've got the latest news here tonight inside Ring of Honor. Both the Briscoes and wrestling's greatest tag team agreed to a fight without honor in Toronto, an agreement that both teams would do anything to win. But Charlie Haas stooped to a new level, lacking in honor, when he literally drugged Mark Briscoe, used an ether-based substance to render him unconscious. The only thing worse than the act was Haas's explanation of what really happened.
You know what the problem with Toronto was? It was Mark Briscoe. He had so much chicken grease all over him, I couldn't get a hold of him. That's why it took us so long in order for me to put that sleeper on him. See, I came up with a solution. I grabbed a towel and some disinfectant, and I wiped him clean. And then I choked him out.
With that defeat, the Briscoes will not be given another shot at Haas and Benjamin with the titles on the line. A bad break for Mark and Jay. But the All Night Express plan to pose a problem for the champs in New York City.
The All Night Express, the guys who supposed to have been the champions already. Supposed to, according to who? Your 4 or 5 Twitter followers? Rhett Titus says his knee injury is what derailed them from being the tag team champions. Your knee had nothing to do with it. The All Night Express was always a lame team. At best in the world, there can only be one team that can be called best in the world. And it won't take us all night to prove it.
Another athlete red hot coming out of Toronto, Jay Lethal. He ended Tommaso Ciampa's record unbeaten streak and now wants a shot at regaining the TV title from Roderick Strong.
You know, it took two people to cause me to lose my Ring of Honor television championship. Roderick Strong and Tommaso Ciampa. Well, one down and one to go, right? Because in Toronto, Canada, I took what Tommaso Ciampa held near and dear. And boy, did that feel good. I took his undefeated streak. And he went home crying like a little baby. So now there's only one left. Roddy, that's you, Roderick Strong. You are the last person left, and I'm coming for you, Roddy. So you better tell the truth, and Elgin, everybody backing you. Tell them to get ready, because Jay Lethal's coming for what's rightfully his, and I'm taking it. And if you ask Truth Martini, he'll tell you that even that's the truth.
And Tommaso Ciampa is not taking this loss well at all. Sources say he is demanding that the Embassy get him another match with Lethal, and Lethal is demanding a match with Strong for the TV title. We hope to sign one or the other for next week. Meanwhile, the Belfast bruiser Fit Finlay lost his bid for the World TV title against Roderick Strong, but has gotten right back in the game by signing to face unbreakable Michael Elgin at Best in the World. Hostage Crisis, Sunday, June 24th in New York City. Finlay has no love for the House of Truth.
You know, it's not really about the destination. It's about the journey and what you do in that journey. So, Mike Elgin, 24th of June, right there in New York City, in the Hammerstein Ballroom. This is going to be a test that you may not pass, because I'm coming to test who you really are.
And finally, more on Eddie Edwards' strategy to stay in the title picture and force ROH officials to give him a match against Kevin Steen. It's the Die Hard Challenge Series. Eddie has challenged a number of former world champions. The first was former ECW champion Rhino in Toronto. He won that one and is now scheduled to face former ROH world champ Homicide in New York, June 24th. But the biggest of the series takes place next week here on TV, Richards Edwards 4.
Now, I'm not trying to kick an old friend when he's down. I take no pleasure in the fact that Davey lost in Toronto, even if we're not the brothers that we once were. But if I beat Davey next week, if I beat Homicide in New York City, you add that to me beating Rhino in Toronto, I will be the #1 contender. I say this to you, Davey. You've had your chance. Now it's my chance, and I will show the wolf how to hunt.
Join us next week here on Ring of Honor Wrestling. For the first time ever on broadcast television, Davey Richards versus Eddie Edwards. Plus, more news on Best in the World, Hostage Crisis, Sunday, June 24th on pay-per-view on ROHWrestling.com. That's next week inside Ring of Honor.
We're back on Ring of Honor Wrestling with our TV main event. We were scheduled to talk to new world champion Kevin Steen and or get Jim Cornette's decision on a challenger, but we understand there is a delay. There's an impromptu conversation of some kind going on, and we will have that interview after this match.
Coleman and Alexander here have a great opportunity. The tag field is wide open now, Kevin, with new champions and the Briscoes unable to challenge them for the titles again.
So, with the window of opportunity open, what does this mean for the All Night Express? Because last fall they were touted as the next tag champs. Hottest new team in the sport. Titus' knee injury derailed the momentum, but since they're back, they've got convincing wins over the Young Bucks, and they've been named the challengers to wrestling's greatest tag team at Best in the World. ANX are especially angry that Haas and Benjamin disrespecting them and their chances. Let's go to Bobby Cruz for the introductions.
This is your television main event. It is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first to my left, at a combined weight of 405 pounds, the team of Cedric Alexander and Caprice Coleman. Their opponents to my right, at a combined weight of 463 pounds, Rhett Titus and Kenny King, the All-Night Express.
There we go, eager, hungry, gaining traction within the tag team ranks here in Ring of Honor. They're a tag team I love to watch wrestle.
Let's go to the tail of the tape. As always, Coleman is the elder statesman of the group. The All Knights have a distinctive weight advantage, but both teams have been together in an equal amount of time, and we will see the code of honor. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this match unfolds. Of course, Coleman and Alexander got themselves caught in the middle of the war between wrestling's greatest tag team and the Briscoes. They ended up getting victories over both teams, although there were extenuating circumstances each time. But a win here could help them claim for their opportunity to perhaps be in line for a shot at the gold.
This is an important match, Kevin. Make no bones about it. Whoever comes out on top here is on their way up, and whoever comes down, they're going to have to work that much harder to improve.
Of course, the wrestling world still buzzing about Border Wars, not just the fact that Kevin Steen now is the new Ring of Honor World Champion, but the Wrestling's Greatest Tag Team have regained the titles from the Briscoes in one of the most controversial, disgusting ways ever. And fans will be talking about that one for a long time. It's a shame that the 7th title reign of the Briscoes had to end that way, but again, that's what happens when you're in a fight without honor.
Well, you can say that.
I know, and it's one of the things that we're dealing with here this week in Ring of Honor. Nice move there from Kenny King. Cedric Alexander caught coming in and arm dragged over. You know, in the All Nights, we've heard the chatter. They really seem to be sick of how Haas and Benjamin just always run them down at any chance.
Mm-hmm. Yep, without a doubt. I would be too.
Can you imagine, as Kenny King now sends Cedric across, I mean, could you imagine what that's going to be like best in the world? Now the King and Titus got a title shot against Wrestling's Greatest Tag Team.
Whoa!
Almost mirror images of each other.
Very nice. 50-50. Very evenly matched in this one. You know, Kenny and Rhett have been so eager since Rhett's come back from the knee injury to, like I said, gain traction and really get another shot. And they can do it because this is a good tag team.
Certainly can, and certainly need to. They need to build momentum as they're heading to best in the world. You know, what will Kevin Steen say later on? What will Jim Cornette's decision be? Who will be Steen's opponent at best in the world?
So many intangibles.
Tag made, Rhett Titus in, buries that knee right to the exposed rib cage of Cedric Alexander.
Rhett Titus, he's got it, hasn't he? He's got it. He's so good.
You know, it's almost a cliche to say he's got the eye of the tiger, but really I've never seen him better since he's come back off that knee injury.
Right.
Everything looked bleak for the All Nights, and now here they are, you know, on the precipice of tag team gold.
Well, here's an interesting question, Kevin. We talk about, you know, Titus's knee injury. A lot of times you will see tag teams try and take advantage of that. Do you think Coleman and Alexander will do that here, or do you think they'll play it fair and try and avoid what is obviously an injury?
Well, you know, if Coleman and Alexander want to continue to be successful here in Ring of Honor, they've got to take opportunities like that. And, you know, it's not always playing nice. Like you say, it ain't ballet. Look at this now. Oh! Caprice Coleman going for broke. High risk paying big dividends here in Baltimore. Watch out now. Like a defensive tackle. Here he goes. Oh!
What fantastic teamwork. Listen to the fans here in the DeBones Arena coming unglued.
Now can they follow up? Now with Titus rolled back in, he is the legal man. And so is Caprice. Cross body. Will this do it? 2 count only. Next week here on television, the Die Hard Challenge match. Eddie Edwards versus Davey Richards. Richards Edwards 4 as part of Eddie's quest to challenge and defeat former world champions. He defeated former ECW champion Rhino in Toronto. Next week, he's challenged the former Ring of Honor champ and his former partner. What a historic match right here on Free TV. That's next week. Richards Edwards 4. Little opportunity there opened itself for Kenny King. Took advantage of it, and now Titus soars in.
Tide's turned in this one, absolutely.
And again, it's about controlling the pace, finding a way to slow Coleman and Alexander down. But for all of the critics, oh, look at this, beautiful, 2, great awareness. For all the critics, you can't knock the fact that now Haas and Benjamin are 2-time Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, unfortunately so. They got the job done, and they were given the opportunity to do it, and they took it.
Coleman, yeah, that's right. Coleman and Alexander are in a lot of jeopardy. Can the All Nights put them away? We'll be back with more of this when we come back. We're back on Ring of Honor Wrestling. Kenny King and Rhett Titus, the All Night Express against Coleman and Alexander. During the break, we saw a tremendous opportunity for Caprice Coleman to make the tag, but was unable to do so. The All Nights have continued to pour on the pressure, but as of yet, have been unable to keep down this 34-year-old minister, who is also one heck of a Ring of Honor star.
In my mind, Titus taking too long over there. He had the guy down. That was 3-4 seconds.
Whoa.
Gave him the time to recuperate so he can kick out.
Well, the All Nights have been in the driver's seat. Of course, as we know, we understand that Kevin Steen is standing by, and we're going to speak to Kevin Steen after this matchup is concluded, too. And, and Jim Cornette is expected to name a challenger as well. I just got that word.
Yeah, a lot of people back there cornered Cornette, trying to find out who was going to be the guy, trying to plead their case, so to speak.
Well, as a former world champion, you know, Nigel, now you go from the hunter to the hunted, and that everybody's lining up to become the first man to take that gold away from the new champion.
It's such a very difficult place to be. You've got a target on your back, on your face, everywhere you go. Someone wants to knock you off the top of the mountain.
Things looking bleak here for Caprice, but he fires a shot, a hard right hand. Kenny King, waistlock, wait a minute. Oh, DDT! DDT and the opportunity. Can Coleman make the tag? Can he do it? Yes,
there it is!
Yes, he can. There goes Big Sid. Drop kick to King. Now looking to isolate Titus. Wait a minute. Ooh, Enziguri scores. Cover, leg hook, Turner in position, 2 count only.
And right now this is a pivotal point in the match, because when you have that advantage late on in the match, you have to capitalize it. You have to put your opponents away, or else
double drop kick there.
You may lose that opportunity.
So the All Nights with the momentum. They've got the title shot against Haas and Benjamin. But can Coleman and Alexander get the upset? Almost.
Things breaking down in this one. Could go either way.
Great live events, June 15th, Charleston, West Virginia, Texas death match. Opportunity for revenge for Jay Briscoe one-on-one against Charlie Haas. Spine buster from Kenny King. Rising and surprising there is Caprice Coleman.
Oh, listen to the sound of that.
Furious combinations. Don't forget, fans in Pittsburgh, on June 30th, we honor the living legend Bruno Sammartino and Lance Storm. On June 29th, here in Baltimore. All live event information, go to ROHWrestling.com. Double team opportunity. Wait a minute. Kenny King is right there. Dueling kicks from the All Night Express. Double cover. Double kick out.
Oh, that would have been pretty emphatic if they'd have beat both of them. But again, now situation's reversed. Just a minute or two ago, the other team on top. Now the All Night Express have to capitalize.
As we mentioned, we'll hear from the new Ring of Honor World Champion Kevin Steen at the conclusion of this matchup, which could be any moment now.
Don't ask him, Rhett. Too late.
Going for the one-night stand, but extricating himself from that little assistance from his partner. Charging knee in the corner.
Oh!
Didn't look like he got all of that one, Nigel, coming off the ropes. Shotgun knees from Kenny King.
Yeah, it looked like somewhat of a slip. Tried for the Hurricane Runner, didn't get all of it. And the missed timing just gave the opportunity for Titus to get out of the way.
So now, June 24th, they look to do this and become the new tag team champions. One night stand. Can they do it at best in the world?
The winners of the match, the All Night Express.
Hey, it wasn't easy, but doing things that count is never a simple task. The All Night Express get it done against Coleman and Alexander. They want the gold in the worst way. A great effort from Coleman and Alexander. Let's take a look at the replay.
Here we are, gets him all the way up. Blockbuster into the power bomb. No way he's kicking out of that one.
Absolutely not. So the All Night Express victorious, and great sportsmanship from the All Nights. Great sportsmanship from Coleman and Alexander. The All Nights roll to New York with momentum on their side. But ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, we will be here live with Kevin Steen, and that happens in 2 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome, accompanied by the Zombie Princess, Jimmy Jacobs. He is the new Ring of Honor World Champion. Wrestling's worst nightmare, Kevin Steen.
Wow, and accompanied by Steve Corino, and maybe we'll find out how that happened. This man is perhaps the most controversial champion in the history of Ring of Honor. Loved by the fans and hated by almost everyone else who has to deal with him. Kevin Steen is a lightning rod of controversy here in Ring of Honor. Of course, Jimmy Jacobs, what a fitting moniker. The Zombie Princess. Princess because he's effeminate, and Zombie because he just will not die. He keeps coming back, no matter how much you try to kill him. Let's hear from Kevin Kelly right away.
All right, well, Steve Corino, can I...
Kevin Kelly, I don't want to be rude and interrupt, but as the junior member of the announce team, you know, if you order a DVD, you'll finally hear me, because we waste time on a former world champion that no one cares about to be on TV. So I'm going to ask you to step aside while I introduce to you your brand new ROH World Champion, Kevin Steen! How does it feel to know just 18 months ago there was a man that tried to destroy your career, to starve you out, and now he has to call you for bookings? He has to look you in the eye and call you, Kevin Steen, the ROH World Champion.
Well, it feels pretty amazing. You know what feels even better is that I've been saying for 6 months that this was going to happen, and now I get to stand in the middle of this ring and show the world that I am a man of my words. Look how shiny it is. Look how shiny it is.
Just weeks ago, I was wondering why all these people would chant, "Kill Steen, kill." But it was you that convinced me that evil is the only way to go. And I want to know, Kevin, and the whole world wants to know, what's going to make you, Kevin Steen, different than every other world champion in the past?
Well, an important thing is I will represent this company as world champion the way it should be. I'm not going to waste my time training for jiu-jitsu. What I'm going to do is I'll go to the events that I feel this company should be represented at with the champions, such as, for example, that Health and Fitness Expo. I mean, if anybody should represent this company for health and fitness, who better than me? But that's not it. That's not it. I'll gladly go see the sponsors who invest money into advertising on our program, and I'll go there and I'll take pictures, I'll kiss their children, whatever champions do. But more importantly, see, in September, this big dinner, the affiliates dinner, they call it. That's where all the big TV station executives that carry the Ring of Honor programming, that's where they all get together and discuss business. And it just so happens that the Ring of Honor World Champion has to be there. And Jimmy, let me tell you, I will be there. Dressed to the nines, I'll pull out the tuxedo t-shirt and everything. And I can assure you that all those people will hear exactly what they have to know about Ring of Honor, and especially Jim Cornette.
Hey, Kevin Steen! I got some news for you, pal! Let me explain something to you. I would rather swim the backstroke in your sewer than see you go to that affiliates meeting.
I don't know about that.
And I can promise you that you're not going to be the Ring of Honor World Champion by the time that rolls around. And by the way, Steve Corino, thanks a lot. I couldn't be in Toronto, so I call you and I say, don't let this big fat bastard do anything I wouldn't like. And what do? You end up hugging him at the end of the night. So remember that job, that DVD commentary job that I gave you when I felt sorry for you because he hurt you at Final Battle and you couldn't wrestle anymore? Your services are no longer required. Thank you very much.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Steve?
Jimmy, I had to wrestle him at Final Battle because of you. You're the one that told me if I wanted a job here, I had to change my ways. Why did you look at that crappy contract that you made me sign? It doesn't say that you can choose my friends. It just says show up on time, talk on the DVDs, and you'll pay me. And oh my God, every once in a while I'll get to appear on TV. So why don't you get those lawyers that you're always talking about and have them look at that contract? Until then, shut up, Jim.
We'll talk about your job assignments later on, but I want to talk to you. You're a cancer, you're a sickness in this company. You're doing nothing for our public relations. You're doing nothing for our image. So we're going to find somebody that can beat you for that title. And I've been back there, and I've been talking to Eddie Edwards. I've been talking to Jay Lethal. I've talked to the House of Truth. Every single person in that locker room wants a piece of you in New York at Best in the World. And I've made my decision. At Best of the World on June 24th in New York City, you will be defending that title one-on-one against none other than the man that I believe.
Well, that is, yep, Davey Richards' music on the way out. Is he the man? Or has he just got something to say?
Davey, I'm not about to...
Shut up, Jim! I am so sick of being lumped into Camp Cornette, so I like to take this opportunity in front of these guys, and national television audience to say, Jim Cornette, kiss my ass.
Wow. Did you come out here to jump on?
Shut up!
Oh my
Listen,
God.
Jim, I'm not your friend. I'm not your job boy. I'm not your business associate. I fight for me and what I believe in, and me only. Now, I know you'd love it, Jim. I know you'd love for me to come out here and give myself an out from Toronto. But the old Davey's back. And he tells it like it is. You see, I could say, oh, the crowd turned on me, they got in my head. Oh, that second turnbuckle was exposed, allowing him to hit the package pile driver. The reason I lost in Toronto is because on that night, that guy was better than me.
That seems to be the problem I've gotten, baby.
Yeah, and that's your problem. So I'm going to make it real easy on you. The reason I want this match, Kevin, at Best in the World for that title is because that title, this company, is about two of the best wrestlers in the entire world fighting to see who the best is. And right now, as different as we are, Steen, me and you, we are the best. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to make it really easy for you. You give me that match. Because if I don't get to kick his ass, I'm going to kick yours.
As much as I wish I could see Davey Richards kick your ass, I think I have better things to do. So I'm going to take my buddies, I'm going to take my title, and I'll see you later, fellas. Carry on. Oh, by the way, that's real gratitude for you, eh? You work your ass off and you ask for a rematch, and he doesn't even want to give it to you. Jim, let me tell you, bud, you're the only tennis player I know who has no balls.
before you take your bows and go on, you wanted that match? Well, let me tell you something. Somebody's got to get rid of him. So if you want it that bad, I'll give it to you. You've got it. I'm going to give you the same deal I gave him. You've got one more chance, Davey. One chance at that title. If you don't make it good in New York, you'll never get another one, and I'll find somebody that can.
Wow. You know what, Jim? I'll win the title in New York, but not for you or your BS vision of what Ring of Honor should be. I'll do it for me. You understand? So get the hell out of here before I throw you out of here. Hey, Kevin.
Great to see you have balls, bud.
Yeah, I'm coming for you in New York City, Kevin. So you bring your pile driver, Kevin. You bring your click. You bring whatever you want. It's not going to matter. There's a brand new wolf, and he's bloodthirsty. You think your wrestling's worst nightmare, Kevin? I'm going to be your worst nightmare. And your nightmare begins in New York City.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's official. Richards will challenge Steen at Best in the World. But next week here on television, he'll face Eddie Edwards in Richards Edwards 4, the Die Hard Challenge. Don't you dare miss it.